my bed, thinking about all the little things, trying to figure it out, cause lately it is not the same. Wanna get out, but my thoughts keep glancing, stuck in the clouds where the rain is dancing. And every time I try to make a move, I fall back down, yeah. I'm tired of the lies I tell myself at night. I'm tired of pretending everything's alright. I'm hopeless, can't see the light. Hopeless, I can't win this fight. I'm hopeless, no stars to guide. Hopeless, I'm trying to survive. The day keeps passing, but they all the same. I'm feeling numb, don't wanna play this game. They said to keep going, but where do I go when the road's a dead end and I'm walking it slow? I thought that I'd be stronger, thought that I'd break through. Baby, I am sinking, don't know what to do. And every time I try to make a move, I fall back down, yeah. I'm tired of the lies I tell myself at night. I'm seem to rush us by. Tell me, do you think that we can make it back sometime? Through the feelings from the summer we were young.
Hey mate, want to finally play without cheaters? Start by connecting your Steam account. All you need to do is add your favorite game to your favorites list. Now, in this tab, you'll have access to your match statistics. And to fill it in, you just need to play 2 matches in normal or pro mode. You can either create your own lobby or join a lobby with players who are looking for teammates and match your preferences. There are 3 game modes available on the INUI platform. For those who love challenges, normal mode is where your match results will either increase or decrease your ELO rating. Choose your favorite maps and invite friends to form your team, or let the system match you with suitable teammates and opponents. Jump straight into the action with a balanced and fair matchmaking experience designed for quick games. Pro Mode. Challenge yourself in this competitive mode, either solo or with friends. Set your team preferences, including starting side, CT or T, and strategize with tactical map bands. Custom Mode. You can choose CS2, CSGO, or even CS 1.6. Discover complete freedom of action. Invite players and spectators to join, assign team sides, select a map, and customize the game settings. While you're waiting for a game or taking a break between matches, our fun servers will help you make the most of your time. All of this is available to every platform user. Playing at a high level and ready to compete with the best of the best? On our platform, you'll also find the opportunity to participate in tournaments with prize pools. Tournaments are available for full team confrontations, 5v5, as well as for 2v2 and 1v1. Registration will take place through our client in just a few clicks. And don't forget to install our INUI app for iOS and Android to never miss a match, thanks to push notifications.
Well, welcome everybody. It's back. We're back with the Dust2 Eagle Masters Series 4. It's not the playoffs, it's the group stage. My name is Zeph. We've got Platt production and the Observant, of course. And we got a game on our hands tonight. And of course, this series is powered by INUI. And a great match, actually. We've got SportsBetExpert going up against Marsborne, 2 teams in this tournament that, in my personal opinion, are the 2 favorites to take this whole thing. It's going to be an absolute showdown. To kind of look into this really quick, the reason that SportsBet and Marsborne are kind of facing off this early in their first match in this group stage is while Marsborne does have a VRS ranking, SportsBet does not. They had an opportunity to get a VRS ranking, of course, back at Philadelphia Blocktober, but unfortunately they did pull out due to some reasons. And well, now's their chance. You know, Dust2 Eagle Masters is affected by the VRS, and I believe Marsborne's currently number 97 in the world, maybe 79, something along lines like that. But they are coming into this trying to keep that hold over SportsBetExpert, and it's going to be an absolutely brutal match. I mean, these rosters are absolutely stacked. You know, Marsborne brought over 60 from Complexity. That is now that Passion UA roster. Viz brought over from Party Astronauts, and not to even talk about, but SportsBet as well. 3 incredible roster moves made pretty back to back, in all honesty. Rack coming over from M80, Freshie coming over from Blue Jays, and OG Wizard coming over from that Party Astronauts roster. So he will be facing that former teammate of Viz in the server tonight. And it's going to be something, that's for sure. I mean, just looking at the numbers here, there's no player on these 2 rosters that have below an HLTV of 1 over the past 3 months. It's going to be absolutely grinding, some might say, back and forth. So I'm fully expecting it to go all 3 maps. And again, of course, Dust2 Eagle Masters Series 4 is powered by INUI, and I've used it a couple times myself. It's absolutely outstanding. I love the program. It's great. Got to play a little bit of CS 1.6 for the first time. I only joined the scene back in 2015, so I got to miss, unfortunately, the golden days of 1.6. But hey, you can still play it now, again, with INUI. And looking at these rosters, like, once again, I mean, my goodness, for someone like Rec coming from M80 down to SportsBet, it is if you're a SportsBet, that is an absolute steal of a person to get for a roster. And not only that, but getting Freshie and IGL capabilities as well. I mean, Blue Jays were coming off that Philadelphia win. I don't remember what Philadelphia was, but that was the one that kind of shocked the world, where you win an event like that, you jump up like several hundred points in the VRS. And then OG Wizard as well, that Ukrainian opera. He's been an absolute demon as well. A 1.17 rating over these past 3 months. And he came over from that Party Astronauts lineup that unfortunately the organization did end up closing down. Rest in peace. But it's okay, because we are going to see some of them in the server tonight. Again, we are going to see Viz as well playing with Marsborne tonight. And a little thing of note I want to point out is 6C coming over from Complexity. He's going to be the IGL this evening for Marsborne, if I'm not mistaken. So he didn't. I'm fairly certain he didn't do the IGLing roles on Complexity. I believe that was JT who kind of took that into control. So it's very interesting to see what's going to happen here. Maybe 6C's got something in the tank. Maybe he's been kind of tutored by JT or someone behind the scenes to give him the knowledge and the capabilities of being that IGL. And it looks like we are getting the vetoes now, so we can take a look at that here. And so far, okay, Mirage, that's pretty standard ban for Marsborne. That's their perma ban. For SportsBet, Nuke, not surprising. That is also their perma ban, so nothing really to note there. But Inferno picked by Marsborne, that is their best map. They have a 71% win rate on it and have played it 21 times. They've got the reps and they've got the skill for it. However, for SkinBet, they've only played it once and they lost it, according to HLTV, the last 3 months. So they are kind of a little bit lacking in that department. Map number 2 by SportsBet will be Ancient. Not too much of a surprise there. They have played it 2 times. They're 1 for 2 on us, so a 50% win rate. But meanwhile, on the Marsborne side, 56% win rate over 16 maps. That is a very good number to have. And again, I think the reps for this series so far will just favor Marsborne. And as we go into Dust2, that's a standard ban from them. Train makes sense for SportsBet. They have not played that yet as a core. And Overpass as a decider, that could be where things get interesting. It does look like that Marsborne have a 40% win rate on the map, only playing it 5 times. And meanwhile, SportsBet, well, they played it 3 times, and they've won it for 2/3, so a 67% win rate. So just looking at these vetoes, it does seem to favor, just purely off the amount of times a team has played the map, I would have to favor Marsborne. But I would not be surprised if we do see maybe SportsBet coming out with swinging. I do think that, you have an operator like OG Wizard. We've seen some brilliance from him over the past few months. I do think he will be that player to look out for SportsBet. And I really need to see what Wolfie's going to be capable of on the AWP from Marsborne as well. And on a map like Inferno, you don't really get to see that AWP too much on that T side. But once they switch over to that CT side, that's when things can get very, very interesting. And excuse me. Yeah, so this veto, it really is pretty standard, in all honesty. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I guess Overpass is a little iffy per se. But other than that, I think Inferno, we got to talk about that. I think that is going to be, in my personal opinion, I do think it favors Marsborne a lot. That 21 times, 71% win rate on the map, that is an absolutely outstanding number to do. I believe that's like 16 maps, 17 or so, give or take. And playing against these high-tier opponents in North America as well, that is brutal. Inferno, we've seen throughout Counter-Strike history, is one of those maps where it's a very grueling, very long-waited round type of map. Of course, throwing back to the Boston Major a couple of years ago, we saw how that went. We've seen how Inferno went in the last few majors as well from the Tier 1 scene, as well as even in this Tier 2, Tier 3 NA scene as well. So really no surprise there. I do think Inferno will probably go the distance. But I will have to probably favor Marsborne to take that maybe to like a 13-10, maybe even like an overtime per se. But even if Marsborne win that, it's a best of 3, of course. We got Ancient coming in here as well. Ancient, one of those maps, again, it's one of those where T-side, you're not really going to need an AWP at the start. Maybe rely on that 5 rifles. And I really want to see how they're going to be able to take that cave control, especially SportsBet, because they don't really have that many reps on Ancient. They've only played it twice in the last 3 months on HLTV. And yeah, Overpass as well. That's where things are going to get a little dicey. Again, it's pretty much a 50-50 shot here. Both these teams playing it 3, 4 times, 5 times. Not really a lot to work with there in terms of demo review per se. Maybe try and find some habits with these rosters. And coming into this, again, this is the second series. First for these two in this series 4, but it's the first overall in terms of being streamed. Lag taking down Outfit 49 2-0, of course. So right now they're leading 1-0 in the standings. And of course, this is the Swiss stage. 3 wins moves on to the playoffs, 3 eliminations, you are gone. And I do believe we will be getting into the survey here shortly. But as we just take a moment, we're just still waiting on players. Okay. So while we are waiting on players, we can give a little bit of a shout out here. Okay, Dust2 Eagle Master Series 4 has been powered by INUI. Are you bored of playing games on your own? You know, maybe some of your friends aren't able to get online that you're usually able to talk to. Well, sign up for INUI. You can create your own lobby, join up to play with, and you can even play CSGO, CS2, and CS 1.6. I know CS2, obviously, it's pretty standard to play that. You got that on Steam. CSGO, a little bit harder to find for the fact that I think you have to go through like the previous beta settings and whatnot. And CS 1.6, that's a little bit harder. I believe you can install that on Steam as well. But again, I'm a 2015 player. You know, I unfortunately did not have the privilege of playing CS 1.6, so I started right back into Go. But again, this has been powered by INUI. Highly recommend signing up for them. They help out a lot. They have a lot of good servers. I've never heard a bad complaint about them. And again, powered by INUI. And once again, this is Marsborne versus SportsBetExpert. On record, I don't believe either one of these teams have faced off against each other yet. There was a chance for them to happen over at Philadelphia Blocktober just a couple weeks ago. But unfortunately, SportsBet did pull out of the event a little early on. And again, that's why these two teams are facing off so early. Marsborne have the highest are number 1 seed, I guess you could say, coming into this. They're currently rated number 76 on the VRS. And again, SportsBet, they're not. They don't have any VRS points. So right now, this is their first tournament that they are, in fact, fighting for those VRS points. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they're going to match up with a team like Marsborne. I mean, this is probably their first real test as a roster, especially when the VRS coming into play. And I'm really curious to see what the coaches of these two rosters are going to be bringing to the table. Lucid being the coach for Marsborne and Pete 187 being the coach for SportsBetExpert. And the one thing that is kind of making me a little bit sketched out with Marsborne is the fact that 60 is that IGL. I don't believe he IGL'd prior to his stint in Complexity, and even then in Complexity, he did not IGL. So I believe this is his debut roster in terms of being an IGL. So kind of curious to see maybe if he's going to come into this with a huge strat book, you know, individual strats for each player, maybe trying to set up Wolfie to find those opening frags. Or maybe he's going to have something more standard, you know, maybe try and plug it out in the early round and then maybe just work it like an A, B, mid exec, you know, that sort of thing. But once again, map 1 will be Inferno. And that is, I'm not surprised it was picked. I guess I'm a little surprised it is picked early on. Usually Inferno is kind of like one of those maps a lot of teams like to flow to kind of play towards the end of it, as it is a map where despite having a big, massive win rate, sometimes just the way things go, you know, they're not going to win that. So right now, Marsborne, 71% win rate over 21 maps. Very good, right? Well, we've seen throughout Counter-Strike history, Inferno has a tendency to really just be a 50-50 overall. In my personal opinion, it's not a T-sided map and it's not a CT-sided map. It's dead even 50-50. You can see some pretty incredible things happening there. And I think the main thing we're going to have to witness is how Top Banana is going to be taken, essentially. I don't believe I know who's starting on that T side and who's on that CT. I want to say it's Sportsbet. Probably starting on the CT, so Marsborne starting on that T side. So I would imagine, you know, maybe trying to get Wolfie if he picks up an AWP from the CTs later in the game, maybe trying to get that early pick towards top car, towards top mid, or even maybe trying to get a little stylish in it and maybe going towards apps. As for the CT side, of course, if Sportsbet is on that CT side, I don't know at the moment. I do believe what they're going to have to do early on is, you know, get that early nade aggression, trying to do as much damage as they possibly can so that they can fight this damaged offense coming in from Marsborne. As map 2, of course, being Ancient, 56% win rate. And like I've been saying, I mean, the numbers are favoring Marsborne for sure, but Sportsbet, it just seems like they have that higher firepower. You know, Rec, again, he's had that experience with M80. Freshie, I mean, coming off that win over in Philadelphia from Blue Jays. And OG Wizard, Party Astronauts, a 1.17 HLTV rating. He's been an absolute monster over these previous 3 months. So I think in terms of experience in the maps indirectly or directly, I do favor Marsborne. But in terms of career and maybe peak in terms of firepower, I think I will have to favor SportsBet. So I will make a prediction, but I'm only going to make it for map 1. I think map 1, Inferno, will go the distance. I think it will go to overtime. And I think Marsborne are going to take it 16-14. I think we're going to get an absolute bloodbath on Inferno. I think I said Inferno originally. Hopefully. It's not Mirage. Okay, so it does look like they reset the server. So I'm going to throw it to a break really quick, and we'll be right back for the first map of SportsBetExpert versus Marsborne.
Take me down that riverside. Won't you save me from the cold and spark the fire? Every now and then I need some kind of miracle, 'cause I know this love will drive me so hysterical. Won't you save me from the cold night? Bring the flames to life.
Welcome everybody back to the Dust2 Eagle Masters Series 4 group stage powered by INUI. My name is Zeph, and we're here, and we're ready to start map number 1 of Inferno. Of course, SportsBet will be starting on that CT side, Marsborne on that T side, pistol round now underway. And bit of an early smoke out there from SportsBet. Actually, I think the HUD's a little bit different there. SportsBet will be on that CT side. And well, Marsborne, they've elected to actually wrap around this A site and try and crutch it from both angles, and that's a good start. 60 and Chop will each find one of their own. Grizz does go down to Evan, though. So it is a 4 versus 3 and a 3v4 retake for SportsBet. Rec trying to maybe spot if anybody's lurking around top mid, but no one's going to be home. Everybody's going to be burying themselves into this A bomb site and into pit. And OG Wizard with the dualies trying to make something happen, but Wolfie instead finds a nice long-range headshot on to Mr. Wizard. And now Rec and Trojan in a 2-on-4, and this round's looking just not possible here. And Trojan, just save those dualies, my friend. It's not really worth it to try and go for this here. Try and find that damage into the next round. And there we go. Round number 1 of Inferno will go in the favor of Marsborne. Not really sure what that smoke was in top mid. I guess maybe to kind of block anyone from peeking top mid as Marsborne was kind of rushing up there, which, I mean, is pretty smart in all honesty. Usually I see a lot of teams kind of elect to go for that deep top mid smoke where it blocks both arch and lane to kind of deny any sort of information whatsoever. But it works out. So maybe Marsborne are just smart. Better than me. But since they won the first round, will be SportsBet on that save. And of course, do see the dualies being brought over on Trojan. Trying to make some magic happen with them. Looks like they even like to go for that Astralis stack as well, but the triple nade will take him down to 1 HP. Oh dear. I mean, he's going to get flashed for by series. He's actually able to find one, though, onto Grizz. So that's very good for them. 60 will be peeking into this Astralis stack. He's going to be jiggling. Oh, but he spotted it. The jiggle's going to be good, and he's going to be calling for his teammates to rotate back over towards that A bomb site. But now they've just decided to rush right in, and 60 and Wolfie will find 2 each. Hat trick for 60, excuse me. It's Marsborne converting that second round, only losing 1, so a fairly clean one at that. And now we get to see this buy round out of SportsBet. A1S is in hand, FAMAS is in hand for Rec and Evan. No AWP, unfortunately, for OG Wizard. And again, the Ukrainian kid has been an absolute monster over these last few months. A 1.17 rating overall. Early Molotov out towards mid, not allowing Wizard to maybe try and find some information whatsoever, but he's going to be put into action, able to peek out at the right time, able to find 2 as well, trying to hold his own here, and 60 will be here, trying to get that trade, make something possible, but SportsBet, they're running over, they're trying to help their opper out, and not allowing any sort of trades going in their favor. Freshie chimes in with 1 onto Chop as well, and 60 and Wolfie with it all to do, and a 2-on-5, and a minute 20 left in the round. This is, not looking too good for Marsborne. Not really the first buy round you'd want to have for them. But a clean round for SportsBet. I mean, that's going to help them out a lot. And if nobody dies here, they build up their economy. That's going to work very, very well for them on this CT side. Looks like 60 is maybe trying to hunt for a kill per chance. I mean, this certainly is just going to be a save for 60 and Wolfie here. I think they know it as well. Maybe trying to hunt for these solo kills around the map. It's not going to come their way, and Freshie takes out Wolfie as well. Getting a little too overzealous there with the peak. And with 35 seconds left, I mean, we knew it over 30, 40 seconds ago, but this is just a done round, it seems. And a little thing to note as well, just before we did go live in this series, there was a pre-release build for CS2 that was updated, and I'm looking at the update logs at the moment. So the most notable thing that stands out to me is, and I quote, defusing C4 will now lower the view model weapon, prevent scoping, and delay firing the weapon by 150 milliseconds after exiting the defuse. I don't know if I'm a fan of that, to be honest. I think the whole, if you're in like a 1v1, and you have the AWP on the CT side, you scope in, kind of fake that maybe you're off that defuse. I think that is such a classic thing in Counter-Strike. I mean, most notably, we did see Skadoodle do that against, I think it was Immortals back in the day. And that was a beautiful clip. I think he's the one that might have actually pioneered that as well. I'm not too sure. But that is a very bold update to do. I don't really see the reasoning behind that. But they have also updated the engine code for Source 2. It looks like they've actually just tried to lower the amount of CPU usage, specifically between bullet penetration and some client particle and sound effects processing. Essentially saying whatever players are shooting, it's not gonna be overused on their CPU. So I like that a little bit. Maybe helping the game get a bit of an FPS boost for these players. Speaking of these players, they are back onto rifles. So Marsborne, I mean, 60 was able to save that AK-47 from the previous round. Not really able to buy up some util too much, of course, not making anything from that round. And his teammates were able to force up some Galils around him. Now, Chop's the only one with a full belt here of util, so that's going to make things a bit difficult for any sort of execute. And SportsBet, well, they've elected to maybe give up brackets, but OG Wizard is going to be here close range behind the little cubby, I guess you would call it. Ooh, hold on. Looks like Trojan maybe thinks it's going to be this B-bomb site. He's actually going to be rotating over. Wizard's going to find one, though, onto Viz. He's put into a very difficult spot. Chop's going to take out Freshie on the other side of the site. OG Wizard has to stay alive as long as he can, but it might be a lot to ask, though, as Wolfie's going to get the swing on him. Trojan able to find two, though, and a nice headshot will take down 60. The captain of the SportsBet roster has gotten some pretty nice kills as well. Now he's just chopping a 1-on-3. But there we go, Rek able to find two as well. That was a round looking in the favor of Marsborne there. Well, the double kill from Trojan will actually save the day. And we are tied up now at 2-2. And in the SportsBet, they're not really one of those teams that are talked about too much. I know outside of the whole picking up Rek, especially from M80 and OG Wizard and Freshie, hasn't really been much to talk about. Again, they are not ranked whatsoever on the VRS. They had a chance at Philadelphia of October, but unfortunately they did back out of the tournament. So this is their debut VRS event, if I'm not mistaken. So they're playing for any VRS points at this point. And well, so far so good. As Wizard able to find the back turn of Viz. And a smoke to try and maybe block off top mid will be denied. They were able to get through there a little bit, get some information that they have backed off, and with that, it looks like they've elected to go back towards this B site where Rek and Evan lie in wait. I was fortunate enough to cast a SportsBet game not too long ago where they were on Inferno, and this duo on this B bomb site on it is just absolutely dangerous for any T's coming in. I mean, these two are like incredible firepower. And that's what's going to go. CS2 has become this game where you can't really have a weak link in terms of firepower on a roster. That's why we see teams like Vitality, especially. You know, every single one of their players is just absolutely incredible. There's no weak link whatsoever on that roster. That's why they've had so much success. That's why they won pretty much every event in this first half of 2025. And while SportsBet, they're trying to take a page out of their book as well and trying to get this roster with all five firing on all cylinders. You know, Rek, we've seen him on M80. He's been fantastic. Evan, he's been a notable person in the NACS scene as well as Trojan. Been able to fire off on some kills there. Actually, Trojan goes down. Now it's going to be this B-bomb site that's going to be trying to flank from all angles here. But Evan's going to be here, able to maybe stop this. And Rek's going to find this long-range fight. And Evan, well, you're going to get a hat trick, my friend. It's going to be round number 3 in the favor of SportsBetExpert. We do get to see that AWP being dropped from Trojan over to OG Wizard. Finally get to see some action on the AWP, but okay. For a second, I thought Trojan was going to take it. Took a little there, my friend, to drop that over to your teammate. Well, Marsborne, a little bit broke here. Not looking too well economy-wise. And the early banana nades will do nothing. Nobody will be home in banana, and that's what's the meta, I guess, is starting to shape as well. A lot of these teams are starting to realize that, okay, well, if you're going to instant throw nades down banana, well, we're just going to wait. We're not going to take damage. It's not really necessary for these late rounds in particular. And Marsborne now, it looks like they're going to like to take this top banana control. I imagine we're going to see a Molotov maybe towards sandbags here. It looks like Grill's playing anti-flash as well. No, actually they're not. They're going to go right on through and clear this out. And it's a very early decider for Marsborne to make this early on to probably place Molly from Wreck. Will burn out Wolfie quite a bit, and actually Grizz as well. Both those players are low. This is going to chime in with some damage, and it is just going to be Evan on this bomb site. Fully blind, but oh my goodness. Okay, Viz, you're going to find that frag instead. And now it's going to be the retake for SportsBet. Oh dear. Thought they had a chance there. That Molotov forced Grizz and Wolfie out to get that early kill onto Wreck and punish him, holding that CT angle. And now we see SportsBet are now in the backseat. I mean, they have to save this. Try and keep this AWP in play. I mean, OG Wizard didn't really have any sort of opportunity to fire his sniper as well. So this is it's not the end of the world, of course, for SportsBet. They've got some money in the bank. Rex on 7,700, Evans on 45, so there will be another buy next round. And the money will build for Marsborne. So we will be tied up now at 3-3.
Terrorists win.
I'm curious here what Trojan's maybe going to have in store for Mr. Wizard. Trying to see maybe if he's going to be able to get an early frag. Doesn't really have that mid spawn. Doesn't really have that B spawn either. So maybe just a passive op here for the young Ukrainian. Yeah, they would like to do so. Okay. Very early aggression up banana a little bit there, trying to get that smoke out in place. Maybe to deny that Molotov from those CTs. Get up halfway. And 60 being a little cheeky here. He's actually going to go right through the smoke and into the half wall. He gets flashed as well. He's able to clear that corner. Looking to maybe clear the sandbags, but OG Wizard will be put under that pressure from Chop over towards that A site. And Chop is just beating out. It seems like that's what their strat is here, Marsborne. Maybe the last two rounds they've leaned forward towards B, and they're going to do it again here. Just leave Chop over towards that A bomb site to maybe do the damage and stop this rotation as much as possible. But the rotation is already coming in from Trojan, and Evan's going to chime in with a kill onto Viz. But both these B players are low, 10 and 16 HP, respectively. And oh my goodness, all these smokes down all over the site. That's going to make things a little bit difficult for a retake, but no smoke for CT. And a fully whited Trojan will go down. Back into a 4-on-4, but it's really looking like a 4-on-2, it feels like. Rek and Evan are very low. One shot to the dome, one shot to the leg even. We'll take him out, and if SportsBet aren't able to find a frag here, this retake might stall out. Grizz is at the back of site, but Wolfie's going to chime in with one onto Rek. It looked like they tried to go for a ninja, you know, smoke in the middle of the site there. But they would like to go for this save, but it might not matter though if 60's going to get two there in return to deny them the ability to save these rifles. But Wizard does take down 60, but he's going to be put under this pressure. He's going to be chased by Grizz, and all of a sudden these walls are slowly but surely closing around him. He's able to try and stay alive as long as he can, takes down Chop, and he will keep the AWP, and that's good for him. Absolutely. Money's not looking too well in the SportsBet camp. I mean, they are able to buy up some rifles here. Evan will be on that MP9. But the back and forth will go in the favor of Marsborne. So now they're up 4-3 on their map pick. And 69-3, an absolutely stellar game from him. We haven't really... He's been having a little bit of a lackluster the last few months. Quite honestly. A 0.93 rating. And oh, dear. Okay. OG Wizard's going to die in that Molotov. I think he got naded by 60 early on, and the Molly just kind of finished him off, so that's a little bit rough for SportsBet. I mean, if Evan wanted, he could pick up that AWP and play a bit more passively, maybe even throw the AWP out of the map if he doesn't have any faith that they're going to be able to save. But he's elected to actually rotate towards his A bomb site and stack it and gamble. Maybe hope and pray that Marsborne will, in fact, be going there, but it's not going to be the case. I mean, Chop's here once again on this lurk, able to find one. Looking to maybe find another one, though. Put under that pressure, not able to get it, though. Freshie takes out that lurk. Marsborne, they know this now. They've got the call from Chop. They're going to be taking his B bomb site. And Rek is going to maybe try and find the timing there. Find the backs of Grizz and Wolfie, but Wolfie's going to be posted up with that AWP. Able to find one, though. Now he's got to run for the hill. SportsBet, well, look a little dazed and confused there. Trying to look for the AWP, but 2 AKs are better than none. They're going to elect to save these AKs. So very close affair. I mean, this B bomb slate has been a little bit weaker from what I remember. I do believe Rek and Evan were just farming on it. So it just seemed like Marsborne, they're playing a pretty standard 4-1 setup. You know, playing the early, like playing really past the banana at the start, getting the top banana control, sending Chop over towards apartments to be that lurk, to be a nuisance on that A site, and then just exec. So it's pretty textbook Counter-Strike, I would say. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I think SportsBet, I mean, sooner or later they're going to start realizing this, and yeah, it looks like they're actually going to take a tag timeout. Let Pete 187 talk on the mic now. Figure things out, talk to his squad. So maybe he's noticed the same thing that we've noticed as well. If they're able to get down Chop and not really see anybody in apartments, 9 times out of 10 so far, I mean, it does look like Marsborne that just have 4 towards banana. Take a look there. I mean, Marsborne able to find that pistol and the second round conversion, but it's 3 rounds in a row after their first buy for SportsBet. But since then, it's 3 rounds in a row for Marsborne, and all 3 have been bomb plants. So the money flowing very nicely. Wolfie 7,300, 6E 45, Grizz 53, Viz 42, and Chop 2,800. So far, so good for the Marsborne side, this T side at least. We are going to see a little bit of a half buy here coming out from SportsBet. OG Wizard on that UMP. Looks like Trojan and Rek are going to be on these 5.7s. Of course, with the AKs brought over from Evan and Freshie from the previous round. And Wolfie, well, let's see what you're made of, my man. You've got that AWP in hand. You're 6-3. Your team's off to a great start. Haven't really had to say your name too much here with the sniper. So the early smoke usage towards top banana will only give SportsBet 1 remaining smoke on their seat side. It's going to be Evan trying to deny this pressure. He's going to have that little bit of a gap over towards CT. He is spotted and tagged down fairly low. So he does have a smoke to deny, but Six is going to go right through it and actually punish Evan for that. He was not expecting that whatsoever. Well, now SportsBet, they've decided to just plop down mid. Rek's going to find the 5-7 kill onto Wolfie, and now they're going to run into Abs. So Rek and Freshie are going to chime in with 1, Freshie with 2 actually instead, and all of a sudden it's a 1-on-2. 6C, the former Complexity team member. Now with it all to do, though. Smoke grenade in hand, 10-3, leading for his team in the server so far. Could potentially find this kill onto Freshie if he finds his pre-aim. It does spot Freshie down towards that Mexico position. Rek has picked up that AWP. And they certainly have heard the jump. Oh, 60 will find Freshie. But we do have Rek, not known for his opping, picking it up, getting the hat trick. So SportsBet, around, they really had no business winning. We'll find it. So 4th for them, and it looks like the timeout from Pete 187 actually pays off. Once again, a full buy here for Marsborne. SportsBet, they're going to be able to buy up as well. A1S's and an AWP. A little disappointing for me to not see any A4 action on those anchor spots, but it's understandable. I get it. And ooh, again, perfectly timed drop down from Rek. We'll take down 60. So man advantage for SportsBet, and nades eaten by Grizz and Wolfie. 72 and 55 respectively. They've actually made their way all the way up through lane without any resilience whatsoever, but the resilience from Freshie through that smoke will cost them. And they're going to try and make some more damage here, as well as A site is for the taking for Marsborne. Bomb going down, but it is a 5-on-3 retake. Wolfie is posted up with that AWP towards lane. We're going to have to see some magic from him if Marsborne want any sort of chance of winning this round, and that's not really the start you'd want to see. Both players have made it across to this van position, able to sneak up and get aggressive, and that's a good start for Fizz, though, able to find that kill through the arch smoke. But Wolfie tagged down to 9 HP. He's allowing them slowly but surely onto the site now, and he's just chopped in a 1-on-3. He's able to spot where one has made it, able to find one, looking to find a second one, though, but the 5-7 from Rec. We saw it in the previous round, we see it again here. Able to take down Chop, and that's going to be SportsBet, tying things back up here at 5-5. There's a good shot there from Marsborne, of course, able to take down 3 members of SportsBet. Unfortunately, not able to convert the round. I think if Wolfie's able to get just 1 kill there towards lane on the early peak, I mean, this could be an entirely different story. But, I mean, these things happen. And with these things happening, I mean, Wolfie's not going to have an AWP either. He's going to be forced onto that AK-47. The money's not looking too great despite the bomb plant for Marsborne. OG Wizard trying to go for a bit of a peek out there towards bottom mid, but the molly will cut him off. These early nades doing a little bit of damage as well. Taking down Grizz and 60 a little bit. Nothing too extraordinary per se. They're going to go into this fast beat hit, so they're going to run right on through. Rec's going to be tucked behind this new box area. Evan's going to find one before he gets traded, though, by Viz, and now it's Rec alone, essentially like a 1-on-3 on this bomb site, but he is going to get flanked from all angles. Stall things out, though. And Viz is making his way through that smoke towards Dark, and Rec's not going to be able to expect that, as Grizz and Viz will each take down 1. So now it's a 2-on-3 retake. If Freshie's able to find this kill onto Grizz over in church, this could be a round ender, or a round beginner instead. Now it is just Trojan, 1 versus 3. Able to maybe find some magic here for the American, but it's not going to work out. Viz, a 3K for him, and a good start to the series as well. 1.08 rating for the last 3 months, and 7-6 start for him. He's had a couple multi-kill rounds here at the beginning of this half, and as well as in the middle, but we are in the final round of this first half, so SportsBet looking to tie things up on their CT side at 6-6, but that bye is going to go against them. Not really a lot to work with. Pistol on Trojan. And looks like OG Wizard has elected to force up the scout. I mean, might as well. Last round of the half. What do you have to lose? And Marsborne have actually called their timeout. First of theirs. So Lucid on that mic. We're going to be trying to find an opening for SportsBet here on their CT side. I mean, it does seem like that Marsborne really only elected to go for this B-bomb site. I mean, we saw the 2 rounds ago that A site hit, but that was a very kind of last-ditch effort. It seemed like once they started losing those players over towards that B-bomb site. So we'll have to see. What does Marsborne have in the tank? What does 60 have in the tank for Marsborne? Trojan's going to be lining up this flash. It looks like it's going to be the early banana aggression from SportsBet. The MP9 is going to be going this close range, pushing all the way down into Jalen. Ooh, that might be the timing there. 60's able to find Rec, but Evan caught with the close range. MP9 will take him down instead. Chop chimes in with the kill onto OG Wizard. Fresh with the trade, though. And these kills are going trade for trade for trade. Now back into a 3-on-3. Wolfie's still got that AWP in action. He's suspecting maybe someone has gone aggressive towards this banana area, but Evan has elected to just stay on this bomb site, not risk anything. It's 3-on-3. No need to take any unnecessary fights. And he's going back for this jiggle peek towards CT as well. And Marsborne slowly but surely going to be making their way up banana. Evan's used that smoke early on, though, but 15 seconds won't matter because it'll take about 10 to even get up there to top banana for Marsborne. It's going back to the CT side. So it looks like he's going to be playing for this retake. So with that smoke, but it's going to be a little late, though. He's going to turn away the wrong time. His back turn. Chop's able to find that kill and all. Evan That is an unfortunate timing for you, my friend. And Marsborne now holding on to this B-bomb site, holding on to this lead at the end of this half, but a Trojan 5-7 and a Freshie A1S is all that stands in Marsborne's way. Trojan's going to try and make his way through that smoke, and a missed shot from Wolfie is going to allow Freshie to make his way up there. Freshie is able to find one, but gets traded down by Trojan. So now Freshie in a 1v2. He does know where one is towards CT. Able to find that op kill is Wolfie, and Marsborne will find number 7. A good C-side start for them, as now they will be switching to that CT side. If they want to convert this map in pretty dominant fashion, well, they're going to have to start by winning the pistol. Looks like it's going to be a standard... Oh, actually, all 5 of them are going to be just buying up armors. So not too bad of a start for Marsborne. And okay, it looks like Wolfie has sold his armor and elected for a kit instead. Okay. And a smoke. I was going to say, a little odd to have all 5 members of a CT pistol have armor only, unless you're in a pug. And this is not a pug. This is the Dust2 Series Masters. Dust2 Eagle Series Masters. SportsBet making their way up towards apartments. Looks like they've gone for sort of a split here, but Grizz going to get punished for that peek there. Able to maybe hold on as long as he can. Flash will be down. Able to find the headshot, though, onto a flying wreck. Not able to find the kill, though, on to Trojan, as he's going to find the kill in return. Now back into a 4-on-4. This is going to be the 4-on-4 retake for Marsborne. And no utility to deny from SportsBet. Wolfie's got a kit in the smoke, though, so there's a little bit of a chance for a Ninja, but that's a lot to ask, though, as that smoke will be deployed early on. 60's going to be creeping up lane, trying to find that timing, and the timing will be good for Wolfie. Able to find 1, but these kills are going back in the favor of SportsBet. 3 all in their favor, 4 instead. And there we go. SportsBet find the T-side pistol, making some way here to tie things back up potentially. They've got that bomb plant, and they've got the round win, so they are going to be able to force up rifles and SMGs. And, well, Marsborne, not much. Looks like they've elected to... Actually, they're going to force up here. They're going to go for the armor and the MP9 buying their upgraded pistols as well. This is a bold play for Marsborne. If they lose this, that gives SportsBet the lead most likely, because after this, they're not going to be able to buy too much. Double AKs. Took a little on Trojan with a double Mac 10 on Rek and Evan. Got a lot of utility to work with, though, for Marsborne, despite the low buy. They're going to take this. They're going to go up towards this B bomb site, and that is going to be the correct call as well. It is just going to be chopped here with that P250. Oh, just barely able to escape. 15 points of health as well. Looks like Viz did want to maybe start rotating over to help his teammate, but decides against it. We do see that 2-man over towards apartments. Evan maybe trying to get some information, trying to lurk out where Marsborne might be playing, but the 3... Oh my goodness, okay, like the drive-by. Didn't even need to hit the headshot there on a chop. He was already low HP, and this B-bomb site is gonna be getting a bomb. Evan and Trojan on these lurks will be able to find 1 each before Evan goes down. So now Trojan's just gonna try and keep the SMG away from anybody on Marsborne. 60's able to find Freshie, though. They know where Wolfie is as he goes down, and 60 trying to hold on to that AK-47 if he's able to. It'd be pretty nice, but he's not going to. Rek, once again, with that Mac 10, just holding D and getting the headshot. A good start to the SportsBet T half. Once again, I mean, this is where the punishment comes in from Marsborne. I mean, they force bought in the last round after losing that pistol. And now they're broke. I mean, yeah, sure, they are able to buy up for the next round, of course, but they're sacrificing this lead and giving it to SportsBet essentially on a silver platter. Well, looks like they have a flash on Chop, and this looks like it might just be the top banana peak. Yeah, there we go. Chop's lining that up. Ready and raring to go, and Rek, my friend, you might walk into the belly of the beast of Marsborne. Nade will do lots of damage, but it might not matter though. Rex can actually eat some damage instead with that deagle from 60s. He goes down instead, but hold on, Viz able to find one as well. But now it's just Viz in a 1v4 and jumping Glock from Rec. Oh, might as well. SportsBet able to take that lead there, but they do lose Freshie in the process, but it's not going to matter too much. He's able to buy up these AK-47 again and some utility. We do see that first buy round now officially for Marsborne. So the AWP on Wolfie. Kind of lacking a op presence, it seems like, on that T side. I mean, again, Inferno is that kind of map where you don't really need an op on the T side, but there's been a couple crucial moments where they needed some op kills go in their favor. I mean, most particular, that 3v5 retake. I mean, if Wolfie's able to get one, maybe two there on the lane angle, I mean, it could be an entirely different ballgame we're talking about. Speaking of which, he's going to get that tag onto Freshie, but Viz is going to find down two. Rec finally able to take him down instead, and I talked about Wolfie, and there we go, another kill for him onto Rec. And Evan's going to make his way up towards lane, and Wolfie's going to be here posted and ready and raring for. He's waiting for Evan to make this swing to cost his life at the hands of the Opera, but it's going to be Grizz instead. And now OG Wizard in a 1v4. A lot to ask of him, as he's going to be kind of surrounded from all angles, and there we go, okay. Marsborne able to tie things back up at 8-8. It feels weird casting Evan for the fact that my name is also Evan. So it's really screwing with me here a little bit, saying my own name in CS. Well, round number 17. Marsborne with a momentum kind of swinging in their favor here. Wolfie looking to maybe get that aggressive pick down mid. Oh, but this is bold to go for this early peek, and it won't cost him his life, but it won't net him the kill either. Thought he might have got that timing there. It looked like Freshie was coming out top stairs at the wrong time for him. And the flash will not be good enough, though, as Chop's able to take down Rec instead, bring it back to a 4-on-4. It looked like they were going to try and throw that flash towards top and to net the mech control once again, but it's going to be instantly denied, though, from the swing from Rec. Now, OG Wizard getting a little aggressive here, trying to maybe find the timing as Viz tried to cross from CT. There we go, we see that aggression, and there we go. OG Wizard able to take those 1v1s one by one, and that B bomb slate has been broken wide open for SportsBet. But are they going to cause this rotation? They're actually going to stay towards this A bomb site. Grizz is here in lane, and so is Wolfie. Wolfie's going to be posted up on apps as well, and it looks like they're taking their time, though. Grizz able to find that kill onto Evan, so back into a 3-on-2, so there's still some maneuvering room here, but not if Grizz is going to go down to Freshie. So now it is Wolfie, 1v3, and 30 seconds left on the clock. I mean, smoke towards top mid will deny him any sort of chance to maybe catch those lurks, that rotation, but it's not going to matter. As time ticks away, Trojan's going to stay here, maybe try and get that AWP removed off of Wolfie. Bomb will be going down, so this should be SportsBet reclaiming the lead here at 9. And Wolfie will be trying to save that AWP. He's going to have to win the 1v1 versus Trojan first. He will be clearing these angles, and Trojan has certainly heard the scope. And there we go. We see on the minimap there that he's going to call for his teammates. So, oh, why would you peek that? Oh, Trojan, no. No. Just stay in the angle. He's not going to... I mean, he could clear you, but... I don't know. If I'm in that spot, I wait for him to walk through. Because certainly, at that point, you know, SportsBet, they make noise towards apps. That's going to force Wolfie back out to maybe go towards T-apps. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it. It's whatever. But what isn't ever... is that SportsBet win the round, and they find 9. Bringing over the AWP will bring some life into this round from Marsborne, of course. Wolfie's able to drop a A1S over to his teammates. And there we go, Grizz, an A4. Good sir. I respect it. Got to see some A4 action. I love those spray downs we see from it. What is this? Nade Freshie is lined up here, actually. Is this a flash? It looks like... okay, so it looks like he actually has a flash for his teammates as they come up banana. But Wolfie is here posted with that AWP, so as soon as Rex swings, it should be curtains for him. Oh, but it's a missed shot from Rec. Actually not fast enough, unfortunately. Wolfie's going to be trying to post up on the CT angle, maybe hoping someone goes for a bit of a aggressive peek there. And once again, Rec able to find that swing and the smoke as well. Top banana smoke in return from Marsborne will force SportsBet out of top banana and actually rotate him over towards his bomb site instead. Wolfie's a bit out of place though. He's in archway, so he's able to spot this flank, but it's not going to matter though if the lane is going to be the target here. Viz able to find one on that from Moss, able to take down the Freshie, but Trojan able to find one instead. Viz again gets a kill, and Wolfie from a distance chimes in with the AWP and a second one as well. Just when you thought SportsBet were able to find this site and find the timing, Marsborne instead chime in, and it's going to be a hat trick from Viz and the double kill from Wolfie. And Marsborne, once again, the last 4 rounds have been back and forth between these two teams. And with that, that money is going to slowly start to fade from both of these teams. And the first victim of this will be SportsBet. They're going to have to really full save here if they want to get a bye in this next round. A little bit of a pause there that wasn't really needed for SportsBet. I think if they just plow right on through lane, I mean, they should just certainly have the site at that point. I mean, Trojan got that kill in pit and essentially left Viz alone on site. They didn't have a moto smoke either. That gave Wolfie the perfect opportunity to find those AWP kills. Speaking of kills, 60 will find that double as well. Takes down Trojan. And well, Viz able to chime in with Rec going down as well. Maybe trying to find a second one. You better believe he can. And now Evan in 1v5 is going to get immediately erased by Viz. And Marsborne will be the first to find double digits. A bit of note as well. Marsborne 3 AKs on the CT side. I mean, my goodness. This they haven't been dominating per se on this second half. But they've definitely been winning the most important rounds when it comes to these bye rounds. And look at the money too. Like, they're good. They're good for at least the next round. If they lose this round, tie things back up at 10-10, they can buy up again. They're in a perfect spot to do so. Deep smoke towards banana. 60 and Chubble. Try and get that spray through the smoke in banana. Maybe try to get a lucky shot there. Early frag per chance, but not going to be gifted to him. I'm going to be throwing that smoke towards archway. Will deny the vision for Viz. He's got the molly to counter it. To deny as much as he can that push up towards brackets. But instead, it's a beautiful shot from Rec. The pre-aim is spicy from him. Full light doesn't matter. But Chop with that trade. That's going to stall things out for SportsBet. Back into a 4-on-4. And the early smoke and flash will force him to rotate over. But Wolfie is here with that AWP. And there's a chance Trojan makes a little bit of a mistake. Peeks that elbow out behind the corner. And walking into this crosshair of Wolfie. I said his name a couple times. And, well, he certainly started to wake up here in the second half. Grizz is in lane, playing behind the van. Apps is smoked, so he really shouldn't have to worry about it just yet. But the early Molotov with 25 seconds left on the clock will force Marsborne to maybe play the gamble. There you go. They're going to push right on through. That kill's not going to go in the favor. That's actually Grizz taking down Freshie. Wolfie from a distance, once again, trying to chime in with that AWP, but the double peek will be good. Both Evan and Trojan will be tagged down very low. And that deep nade from Wolfie, if he so decides to throw it, could cost him, and it will. Trojan goes down, but the long-range fight from Evan will tag down Wolfie to 32 points of health. He's elected to pick up that AWP instead. OG Wizard will be in apps to deny any sort of flank from that balcony. But Chop's coming up from brackets as well. He's going to be going towards this lane side, so it will be a war on two fronts for SportsBet. And it's a good start. Evan able to find that wallbang kill on to Wolfie. Viz 1 HP. This could be the round decider. But Chop's able to find two and a second one as well. The ripper shots in his favor. And my goodness, Marsborne, what a time. What a round. 11-9 now. 2 rounds away from taking Inferno. Wow. Okay. All right, Chop. What a time to come alive here for him, and it looks like Marsborne should win this round. It's a full Tech 9 Deagle buy for a sports bet, so they're going to be on this back foot, looking for a chance to try and maybe steal this map away. Their own map hook, I should say. And my goodness, the damage with these nades will be brutal on a sports bet. Only Evan remaining with full health. The Tech 9s will sing loudly in Banana, forcing maybe a bit of a hesitation on the rotation, but Wolfie able to chime in with one on the AWP. Finds Freshy, Viz takes down Treasure on. This crossfire is working beautifully. Double kills for both Wolfie and Viz, and Evan with the lurk will be finished off by Grizz. That's going to be Marsborne finding round number 12. So it was a very back and forth affair to start off Inferno, and even to continue onto the CT side for Marsborne, but it seems like Sportsbet, they've just really started to taper off towards the end of this half. That's 4 rounds in a row for Marsborne. I mean, sure, there was a chance Sportsbet could have won the previous, not the last round, but the round before that, when they were in that 2-on-3 retake for the B-bomb, for the A-bomb site, but it's worked out well for them in here, and a very interesting call here from 6-8. 4 early nades, 4 players early on towards Banana, but okay, this is going to rotate back over towards this A site. So, a little interesting there. Going to be trying to take down someone off Sportsbet early on, and that might be Wreck, as he is going to be molly behind barrels, but instead it's 6-y. And now Chop, he's going to have to play back. He has that smoke to deploy to force Sportsbet back, and if they want to push on through this smoke, they do have the opportunity to. Why would you? You're a man up. There's really no point here. And actually, look at Chop. He's elected to get flashed in through that smoke. He's going to run right into the crosshairs of Evan. 5-on-3 now. Sportsbet, here's your chance to get back into this game. Gifted frag. And Freshie going to try and find that flank kill, but it's not going to matter, though. Nice crouch peek from Grizz will find the head instead. So it looks like Sportsbet are trying to rely and see what Trojan is able to do here. He's able to find one, though, on Grizz, but Viz gets that trade instead. So now it's just Wolfie and Viz in a 2-on-3. And while Sportsbet have elected to go to this A bomb site, Viz is going to be rotating towards B. They're going to gamble stack this as well. And this should be Sportsbet finding round number 10 and making things just that much more difficult for Marsborne to close out this map. Does seem like there might have been a little bit of a mid-round miscommunication from Sportsbet, but they were able to capitalize on it, though. They were able to gamble correctly. Oh, okay. Ooh, all right, Viz. Don't know if that was a mouse issue or maybe just a little bit of banter. Takes down Evan. He's holding that spray. You always love to see a little bit of I don't want to say toxicity. That I feel like that's the wrong word to use in this case, but a little bit of being a show off, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not the proper term there. So please correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm not wrong about, Sportsbet on 10. Now, I did say I was fairly certain this map would go the distance. I do think overtime is still definitely on the cards, but Sportsbet are going to be going up against a full buy of Marsborne, not once, but twice. I mean, if Marsborne loses this round, I mean, look at the money. Wolfie's on almost 12K. This is on 11. They've got money for days. They're locked in for the rest of this regulation time. They're good. WP on OG Wizard. He's actually going to tag down early on. Eats that nade from Viz. But an early frag from Wolfie will work out well for Marsborne until it's ripped away from them. Viz going down by Freshie. And it looks like Sportsbet, they're trying to capitalize here towards top. But how does Grizz get to there? Okay. All right, Grizz. Double kill for him. And just when you think Sportsbet have a chance of closing out Inferno, or even just getting a chance of playing for overtime, it's stripped away from them at the hands of Grizz. Now it is Evan and Trojan, the last two remaining members of the original SportsBetExpert lineup, going against this dominant force of Marsborne, and that's a good start. Evan is able to find that headshot kill on 260, the former Complexity stuntman. And Trojan is able to find out where that AWP of Wolfie is. So he's going to be throwing that molly in a pit. Able to find a headshot instead. We're back into a 2-on-2, but Wolfie might have this timing towards brackets. He's going to have to connect on that shot, and yes, he will. Trojan now on a 1v2. Does know where Wolfie is, and he's going to be going for the gamble peak instead. 45 seconds left on the clock. Trojan has some time to play with here, but if he wants to swing this out, both remaining players of Marsborne will be here to punish him for this, and I think he's realized this as well. So he's elected to go back and try and get this bomb plant now. Taps it once, expecting that peek from Chop. Here's the nade. If he gets this time, it could work out well. Able to find it. 20 seconds left. He is tagged down. He's going to be running for the hills back toward this B bomb site. Time is ticking away. Wolfie's maybe playing his cards right, maybe hoping that Trojan has decided to play the man and not go for this. Maybe stick around and play towards that A bomb site, but instead he's rotated back towards his A site. Get the molly down instead. He tries to flash through it. Trojan, he's aware of this, has another smoke to use to deploy this, and an HE grenade. And Wolfie knows exactly where he is, and just a smoke separates these two. And Trojan's trying to thread the needle through the smoke, but Wolfie is aware of this as well. He knows your tricks. He knows the man. Bomb is halfway ticked. It's going to be Wolfie finding the headshot onto Trojan. Oh, and a little bit of banter as well for him. And that's going to be Marsborne taking Inferno off SportsBetExpert, 13-10. Very, very strong showing at the end there from Marsborne. Pretty much the entire last half of that second half was just all them. It really felt like. Of course, there was a little bit back and forth at first for SportsBet, but they're really just starting to taper off there at the end. I really wanted to see more out of their T side. A little disappointed as well. I mean, yeah, sure, they won the pistol. They won the second round force buy up against Marsborne, and then I believe they won that third round as well. But it was really just not what I'd like to see from a roster of this caliber. I mean, the firepower on them is absolutely outstanding. So the fact they weren't really able to capitalize, I mean, that was a 9-8 lead for them, and then it just swung back into the favor of Marsborne. That was a 12-10 or 13-10 finish for them. And it is, unfortunately, going, I mean, that was Marsborne's map pick, so, I mean, there is still breathing room, of course. But maybe, you know, SportsBet, you're looking back on this map and thinking, hey, there was a chance we really could have closed it off this map. But, you know, it is a best of three, so we do have map one gone. That was Marsborne's pick. They chose Inferno. So now we get into SportsBet's pick of Ancient. But that'll be right after the break. Take care.
Hey mate, want to finally play without cheaters? Start by connecting your Steam account. All you need to do is add your favorite game to your favorites list. Now, in this tab, you'll have access to your match statistics. And to fill it in, you just need to play 2 matches in normal or pro mode. You can either create your own lobby or join a lobby with players who are looking for teammates and match your preferences. There are 3 game modes available on the INUI platform. For those who love challenges, normal mode is where your match results will either increase or decrease your ELO rating. Choose your favorite maps and invite friends to form your team, or let the system match you with suitable teammates and opponents. Jump straight into the action with a balanced and fair matchmaking experience designed for quick games. Pro mode. Challenge yourself in this competitive mode, either solo or with friends. Set your team preferences, including starting side, CT or T, and strategize with tactical map bans. Custom mode. You can choose CS2, CSGO, or even CS 1.6. Discover complete freedom of action. Invite players and spectators to join, assign team sides, select a map, and customize the game settings. While you're waiting for a game or taking a break between matches, our fun servers will help you make the most of your time. All of this is available to every platform user. Playing at a high level and ready to compete with the best of the best? On our platform, you'll also find the opportunity to participate in tournaments with prize pools. Tournaments are available for full team confrontations, 5v5, as well as for 2v2 and 1v1. Registration will take place through our client in just a few clicks. And don't forget to install our INUI app for iOS and Android to never miss a match, thanks to push notifications.
the truth is that I'm an awful mess. I hate to watch you die inside when I know you're right, and knowing I'm not your girl. But if I love you tonight, can we pretend that we're right just for tonight? Hold my breath, 'cause you make me feel like I've been drowning, and it's better when I feel your heartbeat. It's like I hold my breath. You make me feel like I've been drowning, and it's better when I feel your heartbeat. It's like I hold my breath, 'cause you make me feel like I've been drowning, and it's better when I feel your heartbeat. It's like I hold my breath. You make me feel like I've been drowning, and it's better when I feel your heartbeat. It's like I hold my breath, 'cause you make me feel like I've been drowning, and it's better when I feel your heartbeat. It's like I hold my breath. You make me feel like I've been drowning, and it's better when I feel your heartbeat. It's like I hold my breath, 'cause you make me feel like I've been drowning, and it's better when I feel your heartbeat. It's like I hold my breath. You make me feel like I've been drowning, and it's better when I feel your heartbeat. It's like I hold my breath, 'cause you make me feel like I've been drowning, and it's better when I feel your heartbeat. It's like I hold my breath. You make me feel like I've been drowning, and it's better when I feel your heartbeat. It's like I It's like I
Sometimes I wish that you could see my dreams. Sometimes I wish that you believed in me. I'm not asking much. I just need you to stay. I just need you to stay and hear the words I speak. I just need you to hear me speak. When you look around through this broken town, then you'll realize it's not so bad after all. When you look around through this broken town, then you'll realize it's not so bad after all.
Welcome back to the Dust2 US Eagles Masters Series 4, powered by INUI. Unfortunately, we did miss that pistol round, though, but Marsborne did take it, as they are starting on that CT side, SportsBet on the T side. And it is the map pick of SportsBet on Ancient. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to be able to maybe bounce back after that first map loss. I mean, Inferno was definitely in their grasp. They had quite a few chances to maybe extend that lead, to take it per chance as well. It didn't really work out too well. But since they got the bomb down, they will be able to force up here and actually do a pretty fast A exec as well. Grizz will be meeting them here towards C. Oh my goodness, okay, Viz and Grizz, rhyming names of the dynamic duo, will chime in with one each. A full white Grizz will find Freshie. So that fast A exec has been stalled out quite fast, and now they're forced to really look elsewhere to see if there's any sort of chance they can steal this round away from Marsborne. Sixy has made his way up towards Red Room, and the flash is not going to work out for him, though. Rek's going to find one. Wolfie gets that trade, though, onto Wizard. So just when you thought maybe there was some breathing room for a sports bet, it's instantly taken away from them. And they've once again elected to go back towards this A-bomb site. Evans made his way out, though, past the smoke and actually towards Big Box. Viz is watching this cross. He does see Evan over towards Brokey. Ooh, okay. Smoke towards Donut and a kill for Rek will maybe actually give them the possibility here. Bomb down, so definitely a better start than what it was looking like after being down 5-3. Evan with that Mac 10 could make things dicey, though, but Rek will be caught off guard, and so will Evan. So he goes down to Chop. That's going to be Marsborne converting the second round against the force buy of SportsExpert. So far, so good for the CT side of Marsborne, but 2 bomb plants and 2 defuses will still net SportsBet some cash. They've elected to maybe go for a half buy here. Get some pistols going in. OG Wizard will buy the Deagle and some armor. Trying to make some magic happen, and actually quite a few of the players will be forcing up here. Tech 9 on a Freshie, Deagle on Wizard, Rek, and Evan. Actually, Trojan as well. Okay, so 4 Deagles and a Tech 9. I feel like I've seen some pretty incredible rounds in recent memory with these pistols. But can SportsBet live up to their potential against the full buy of Marsborne? 60 put under pressure. He's going to call to his teammates that this B site will be the intended target. Chop able to find one, though, as Freshie, well, by himself, gets the full swing. Chop able to find another one, too. And the B site, I mean, it is just going to be ramp, though. Like, nobody's in cave. They've got the cave control for Marsborne, and it is just going to all be Marsborne. Not a single point of damage will be netted towards them. The cleanest round you could possibly get on the CT side. And that's going to be Marsborne finding number 3. It's, this series coming into it, you know, numbers wise and in terms of potential for each individual player, I was fully expecting it to go the distance. And, you know, it kind of did there on Inferno, a 13-10 win for Marsborne. But I was kind of hoping for a little bit of overtime there. And, well, right now, Viz will find the wallbang kill onto Rek, and the 60 will chime in with one as well onto Trojan. This mid-crunch will be kind of be pushed here. Freshie able to find a headshot there onto Grizz. He tries to get that swing as well onto Viz, but only tagged down to 31 points of health, so he is going to live to fight another day. And the timed reload here for 60 might cause him some damage, and yes, it will. 18 now for him. He's got to back off, but look at Chop. He's made his way all the way through B and down towards T-spawn, so he's in a good spot. He's able to call to his teammates that nobody's going to be coming from ramp. But that's actually allowed 60 to rotate over towards Red Room and given SportsBet the chance they needed to thread the needle and make their way onto this B-bomb site. There's a huge timing in their favor to maybe clutch out this round with 2 players low on Marsborne as well. I mean, if SportsBet are able to get this bomb down and able to find their post plans correctly, I mean, they're in a good spot. And that Molotov will deny the pressure from CT. I mean, the molly towards endgame, the smoke as well, that's going to help out immensely. It's allowed Freshie to get up close here. I'm sure he smells 60 and Wolfie lurking behind the smoke. Molly towards deep ramp as well will deny it. OG Wizard there to make it. 60 tries to find the timing, but through that smoke, not able to find it though. And these two low HP players of Marsborne will go down. Now it's up to the full HP players of Chop and Wolfie. Chop might get caught with a nade out in hand, but oh, he's actually going to find that kill. OG Wizard rocks right into the explosion. Chop's going to get activated towards ramp, but it looks like they've elected to save. This is going to be SportsBet finding their first on the T side. Oh, might not matter though. If Wolfie's able to get one kill, and that's gonna, Evan's gonna die to the bomb. Oh dear, that nade's gonna finish him off. It's a Dozia-like play. Oh dear, no one from SportsBet will stay alive, but they do get the round though, so you take what you can get. And for those just joining us as well, map number 1 of Inferno was taken and picked by Marsborne. It was a 13-10 victory for them. Now we're on Ancient, pick of SportsBetExpert. 3-1 start for them. Map number 3 is Overpass. I'm hoping it does get to Overpass. That's a map I don't get to cast too often. It is a very fun map to watch, in my personal opinion. It's like a standard 4-1 default here, but instead, it looks like SportsBet are going to walk up this ramp. They're going to walk right into the op of Wolfie. And oh, okay, Chop with a little bit of a kill there. Freshie was able to find that headshot instead. So back into a 4-on-4. And they do kind of stall out here. Gives 60 the timing through cave, able to find the low HP. Freshie looks to find a second one, but not able to. Evan does get tagged down to 21, but is able to finish off the kill, but not able to finish off that bomb plant. The nade from Viz will cost him. And with that AWP from Wolfie trained on this cross towards Pillar, well, that's going to be a difficult task for SportsBet to work with. To maybe try and get the bomb down, but they've elected to go towards long. The double long setup, that's going to be called. Viz not able to find that kill, though. But Wolfie instead will. The team kill from Grizz will cost him, but it's not going to matter, though. With 9 HP in a dream, he's able to steal the round away. Oh, man. Rack not able to find that frag, and Marsborne answer back with number 4. Ooh, that was a lot closer than expected for SportsBet. Oh man, that was there was a chance there for them, especially with Grizz killing his teammate. They are able to convert. So with no bomb plant, losing that round, SportsBet now just having to buy up some pistols. Only armor on Freshie. Oh, I love that A4 skin. Neon green. Not really too many neon green skins, it feels like. Chop's going to chime in with a headshot, and a nice headshot on the AWP from Wolfie. Freshie able to steal a frag in his favor. Find the P250. And now it is just going to be the cleanup from 60. 1 HP and 2 kills for him. Well, now this lead is slowly starting to get away from them. SportsBet now down 4 rounds on the T side of Ancient as well. And Ancient is one of those maps where it is used to be very T-sided. I'm not too sure if it still is. I think it's a little bit more closer now. Maybe even favoring the CT side, if I'm not mistaken. And I wonder what Freshie has in the bank. He's the IGL of this SportsBet roster. When Wreck is going to be lined up with the nade to maybe blow that smoke there, but Visentry is going to be able to pre-fire, but instead, it's the headshot from Wreck. A good, nice shot from him, giving the man advantage for SportsBet. And with that, that ramp aggression will be forced upon Marsborne. As they won't get that information, they're going to have Chop over in bucket. Wolfie has to make some magic happen with that AWP over towards the red, but he's going to miss that shot. A very hard shot as well to hit there. Just the head peeking over the stairs. 60 is going to be put under pressure. With Chop finding that kill on Wreck, that makes things just a little bit easier now, but 60 is being flanked from all angles, though. Freshie has threaded the needle with them, and oh my goodness, 3 kills in a quick span, all in the favor of SportsBet. And now Wolfie with an AWP and a Tech 9, just trying to hold on to live to fight another day. Not really much you could do here in this sort of situation, but I think SportsBet realized he's going to be trying to save this AWP, so they're going to try and hunt this down, try and find these opening frags, maybe take that away from him. But a nice shot from Wolfie to deny on to Freshie. Looks like SportsBet, they're going to try and box Wolfie in, but instead they actually all elect to go for Donut. So I think they might have believed Wolfie went for the A site. Elected to just hold on to these rifles instead. They don't want to give anything away. They are low money, but they will find a second round. So a little bit of life out of the SportsBet T side. And again, they've only played Ancient 2 times in the last 3 months, according to HLTV. So not as many reps on the higher end for them. Meanwhile, Marsborne, 16 maps played and a 56% win rate. I was talking about it as well in the pre-show. I mean, both these rosters are equal in firepower, maybe leaning more towards SportsBet, but Marsborne have the reps. They have the repertoire as well. Even under the new IGL of 60. Had some pretty nice results. And that's not a nice result if you're Chop. Headshot given by OG Wizard. And Rek's going to try and sneak through this smoke. And they're going to be passing each other like ships in the night. And Grizz able to be that iceberg and take him down and sink his chances of staying alive in this round. Now Freshy's made his way up towards this B bomb site as well, along with OG Wizard, the last 2 remaining members. But actually, Evan's able to find that kill onto Grizz. So it was a 4-on-3, now back into a 3-on-2. 60's found his way through Cave. And I think SportsBet, they've realized that there is a chance he's made his way here. And 60's not going over zealous here, but he is going to be walking into a lineup potentially. But won't be able to find it. And once again, Wolfie, op into Tech 9, might be put into a safe spot here. I mean, unless he's able to find one, could have been a chance, but that smoke on endgame once again will deny any sort of chance of retaking this site. Maybe even trying to win the clutch. So, okay. All right. SportsBet. Now, the second round in a row for them. And well, the players remaining are going to be electing to save towards this T-spawn. So maybe if someone wants to go aggressive, maybe check T-spawn just in case. They will find Wolfie lying in wait, but able to save that Tech 9. Giving a little bit of Jane time per chance. 9-3. A good start for him. So now it is onto that hero AWP. He's going to be dropping the Tech 9 over towards Grizz. I respect that. Like a lot of players in this position, Wolfie has, you know, AWP bought from a save round. We'll keep that secondary upgraded pistol, but likes to drop it. Maybe spreads the firepower a little bit. Spreads the wealth. But Rek will take mid and find a time here on that lurk. We saw something similar from this from SportsBet early on, but it stalled out and the round was ripped in the favor of Marsborne. But this time it's Rek over towards that red room lurk. And Marsborne, they know just based off the sound cues that there are going to be 2 players towards Bucket as they have both sprayed through. And they're going to slowly start to exec onto this bomb site. Wolfie's going to be put under that pressure with the AWP. Is able to find one and the no-scope as well onto Trojan. Looks to connect onto a third, but able to escape with his life. Rek is threaded through back in towards CT. And trying to flank and clear this A bomb site. And the bomb on the back of Evan will be risking this potential cross here in Cave. Grizz is here with that Tech 9. At 60 is here with that 5-7 as well. So any sort of peek here might cost them. But they've made their way right on through. And they're going to hear the drop down as well. That's going to allow Marsborne to start slowly aggressing together here. OG Wizard is going to be posted up. Able to find one. Maybe to try to find a second kill, though. Only 12 bullets in the chamber. And there's 3 members of Marsborne waiting to come through this cave. And a bit of an overzealous peek there from OG Wizard. That's going to be an AK netted into the favor of Marsborne. So slowly but surely, they are upgrading their firepower. They start with pistols, and now they're all on rifles remaining, 2 AKs in total. And while SportsBet were looking to go back towards that A bomb site, they're elected to go back towards the B site instead. Marsborne are going to be here on this quick rotate. Molly towards Cave, both an eye. Evan is able to get that bomb down, and it looks like Wolfie's trying to get that wall bang as well. Get a little cheeky with it. not able to connect. And Grizz is going to hear them. He is going to make the call that both these remaining members are going to be towards CT. And now it is just Rek, the former M80 countryman, now in a 1 versus 3. And that's a good start. Finds a headshot on a Grizz. But Wolfie, the hat trick for him, the hero AWP will work magic for Marsborne. And that's going to be number 6 for them in a round they have no business winning whatsoever. My goodness. If he found that third, that right there, oh, I would have lost my marbles. That's for sure. So a little bit of a misplay there for SportsBet. Unfortunately, not able to convert that round. They had the better buy, and now they're going to have that weak buy as well. Well, actually, I say that. You see the AWP coming out for Mr. Wizard, and a couple AKs as well. So they're going actually for the mixed buy, the force buy, that is, instead. I imagine since Wizard has the spawn, they're going to try and boost him up towards the boxes on bottom B ramp. And yeah, looks like Trojan's waiting for that boost, but maybe Wizard doesn't want to do this. Wolfie is here posted for it, so if Wizard decides to peek, it could cost him. And yeah, there it is. Opening frag in the favor of Wolfie. He's having a dominant CT side so far, 13-3 for him. And Evans made his way out towards that ace site, able to make some noise as well. Keep Grizz and Chop here, but a gifted kill with a missed smoke there. We'll find the headshot on Rek. Thank you to 6C for that. So off the corpse of OG Wizard, Trojan decides to pick it up instead and maybe work some magic that Wizard wasn't able to in this round. Flash will be good as 6C's able to actually find one. Oh no, he's not. Chris is able to find that instead. He finds the headshot onto Freshie. So now back into a 2-on-4. Evan and Trojan. Not the worst case scenario per se, but it's going to be a difficult one at that. It's going to be Marsborne electing to go for the 2-2 split. And Wolfie once again posted down towards A-Ram, and he's going to be walked right into his crosshair. Second kill for him, and a third. Oh my goodness, Wolfie, 15-3. He has been having a fantastic series. Started off a little bit slowly, missed a couple shots, but once he started to warm up, he's been absolutely firing on all cylinders for this Marsborne lineup. Bringing them up to a 7-3. So 2 multi-kill rounds in a row, 2 3Ks in a row for him. Now SportsBet are going to be going for this mid-aggression. Smoke to extinguish the molly there. Viz is going to decide to... Whereas Donut and the Rack low HP as well. The nade and the molly will be eaten for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for him. And a full white Viz will find the kill. But now Wolfie, he thought he was on that B-bomb site. Nope, he's here towards A and able to make some noise as well. Able to find one, not able to find a second one though. OG Wizard finally takes him down, but Viz once again finds the kill, and so does Chop. And just when you take out the heavy hitter from Marsborne, well, you've got the remaining cast chiming in with some kills as well. So they find number 8, and an absolutely astounding CT side for them. Silencing SportsBet at any cost. Looking for a 9-3 half would be the dream for Marsborne, but 4-8 half for SportsBet. I mean, there's still a chance they win that pistol in the second round of the second half. Excuse me. I mean, it's could bode out well for them. So the red smoke from Evan and the early molly nade once again from Viz will deny that early mid play. Off this weird half by, oh my goodness, wait, Freshie's made his way all the way through. He knows that, okay, they passed each other. It's 60 without even seeing Trojan, just relies on the nades and the gunfire through the smoke and able to find the double kill. So 10-7 for him, and an op from Wolfie. Oh my goodness. Every corner SportsBet peak, every play they try to make, Wolfie is there to deny. And Evan and Rek, oh, what can you do? A Mac 10 and a Galil. Not really the best of buys here to go against this 2v5 in the final round of this first half of Ancient. I mean, this is their map pick. They chose to start on this T side, and it's been very lackluster. I mean, they've had some pretty convincing rounds, but unfortunately not able to go in their favor. And that's going to be Grizz closing out the half for Marsborne, a 9-3, and god damn, a 17-4 half for Wolfie. He is absolutely on fire right now. Almost 1,500 damage in the last 13 rounds. believe he's averaging well over 125 ADR, if I'm not mistaken. So he's having a game for himself. But now we are going to see their T side and see what 6E has in store for us. I am a little surprised though as well. SportsBet didn't maybe take a timeout there in that first half, maybe talk things over when things started to get away from them. They've elected against it. The donut smoke will allow them to cross towards Red Room, but nobody's going to be home in donut. And Rec is trying to burrow himself here in Red Room, but he's going to be put under that pressure. The smoke will deny. It looked like Marsborne electing to maybe go for this flank as well, but Trojan's going to get aggressive. Was Freshy through Cave, able to find one, but backs off as Wolfie gets that kill instead. 6He's made his way all the way through B instead. Maybe able to find this timing as well. I don't think anyone on SportsBet are going to be realizing that 6E could have threaded this needle and made his way towards long. He's able to find the back turn, able to find the headshot on Trojan, not able to find that kill onto Rec though. And Rec and OG Wizard will each find one in their favor. A little bit of body blocking there, but oh my goodness, okay. 2 one-taps, one for Chop and one for Wolfie. And just when you thought that SportsBet had any chance back into this map, it is ripped away from their clutches at the hands of Chop and Wolfie. But Evan has those dualies, and he's going to get that close-range fight. Oh my goodness, Chop. A one-tap again. Marsborne, an absolutely dominant performance on Ancient, and this is where that experience comes into play. SportsBet don't have that experience. They don't have the repertoire. They don't have the reps on these maps, and Marsborne do. 16 times they have played Ancient, and they have won 56% of those maps. I believe that is like 10 of 16. That's a very good number to have. And even on Inferno, when SportsBet were able to bring that fight to Marsborne, I mean, it was a 13-10 win for Marsborne, if I remember correctly. And they were still able to close it. They had played it 22 times in the last 3 months. And speaking of in the last 3 months, Grizz has been absolutely dominant, able to find that hat trick. OG Wizard will get one though. Glock kills coming out. Knife him. Do it. Oh, he's not going to though. Unfortunate for him, but the Eco 4K for Grizz will give them momentum. And 2 rounds away are Marsborne now from taking down SportsBet 2-0 and starting the group stage for the Dust2 Eagle Masters Series 4 up 1-0. And just a little bit of an update on the other matches going live at the moment. Full Send have taken Boss to map number 3. They won map number 2, 13-6. Phoenix up 9-3 against Zomblers. Looking to go 2-0 here. And Regain up 1-0 against Money Crew. So, pretty expected results outside of that Boss game, but might not matter at the moment as it is just going to be the Marsborne show. I don't really have any words of encouragement for SportsBet. It really just feels like at every single turn, there's Wolfie, there's Grizz, and there's Chop 60. There has not been a weak link for Marsborne whatsoever. I was a little skeptical about 60 coming into this series. I know he's had a bit of a down last few months, but he's absolutely proven me wrong on Inferno, and he's definitely doing it again here on Ancient. And so far, his calling has been pretty good as well. The final round, it is not necessarily do or die, but for SportsBet, they really need this round if they want any sort of chance of seeing Overpass. And Wolfie, my goodness, 22-5 for him. An absolutely dominant showing on that AWP. And it might be an early night for SportsBet here. So it looks like Marsborne just trying to put the nail in the coffin. They're going to be rushing up towards this B bomb site. Excuse me, 6C. The double entry for him will be good. OG Wizard chimes in with the trade onto Grizz. But not even a minute 30 left in the round, and bombs should be going down any sort of moment here. But OG Wizard with that FAMAS will be able to find another one. And Evan Call is able to find 6C as well through the molly. So just when you thought Marsborne could close out this round, it just chimes and swings back into the favor of SportsBet with the swings from Chop and Wolfie. Oh my goodness, okay. That was a 2-on-3, instantly ripped away from the clutches of SportsBet, and Marsborne takes the map 13-3 and the series 2-0. So a very, very dominant showing from them, and especially from Wolfie as well. And I do believe we will have an interview right after the break. So stay in your chairs, maybe grab something to drink or eat. We'll be right back.
Everywhere I run and everywhere I hide, I find you. I can't escape, can't escape, can't escape your love. It's following me. I'm afraid that I won't move on if you never leave. The darkness is caving in. There's no way we're saving this. I think that we're going down. The darkness is caving in. There's no way we're saving this. I think that we're going down. I think that we're going down. I think that we're going Everywhere I look and everywhere I go, I find you. Everywhere I run and everywhere I hide, I find you. I can't escape, can't escape, can't escape your love. It's following me. I'm afraid that I won't move on if you never leave. The darkness is caving in. There's no way we're saving this. I think that we're going down. The darkness is caving in. There's no way we're saving this. I think that we're going down. I think that we're going down. I think that we're going
So unfortunately tonight we were not able to acquire an interview from the winning squad of Marsborne. I believe they are probably just going to be focusing up for their next matchup, which I'm not sure who that is at the very moment. But, you know, they've started up here at the Dust2 Eagle Masters Series 4 group stage up 1-0. And again, it is a Swiss group stage, so they want to get that 3 wins, and great start to do it as well. And against an unranked Fioris team like SportsBet, who probably are the second best team in this group stage, something you'd like to see, especially out of Marsborne. But we do have a player of the match, and I think it goes without saying. It is the man, the opper, Wolfie. My goodness. A 1.86 rating across both maps, 94.6 ADR. And on Ancient alone, he had a 2.32 HLTV with 122 ADR. My God, an absolute stomp by him. I mean, closest person to him in terms of performance was Grizz, and he had a 1.23. So he had quite a big of a gap there between Wolfie and the next best person on the server tonight. But not a single person from SportsBet were able to hit over a 1 HLTV rating. So a very unfortunate start to their endeavor here at Dust2 Masters Series 4. So not really the way they'd like to start things, but a great start for Wolfie and an even better start for Marsborne. A quick 2-0, 13-10 on Inferno, and a 13-3 on Ancient. That is going to be the match for tonight. Once again, Dust2 US Eagle Masters Series 4 is powered by INUI. Are you bored of maybe playing games on your own? Maybe some of your IRL friends aren't able to connect with you, or some of your online buddies not able to be on at that moment? Sign up for INUI. You know, you can create your own lobby, join up to play with someone you maybe haven't met before, and hell, you can even play CSGO, CS2, and even CS 1.6. Again, I fortunately have not been able to play CS 1.6 before, but INUI does have the servers able to play and even do that 5v5 in 1.6. I have nothing left for me to say. My name is Zeph. You can find me on Twitter at ZephCast. This has been SportsBetExpert taking on Marsborne, and unfortunately, once again, going down 2-0 to them, so they dropped to that 0-1 spot in the group stage here. This has been the Dust2 US Eagle Masters Series 4. First match of the day. Again, my name is ZephCast. We've had the wonderful Platt in the production room. Take care, everybody.
Hey mate, want to finally play without cheaters? Start by connecting your Steam account. All you need to do is add your favorite game to your favorites list. Now, in this tab, you'll have access to your match statistics. And to fill it in, you just need to play 2 matches in normal or pro mode. You can either create your own lobby or join a lobby with players who are looking for teammates and match your preferences. There are 3 game modes available on the INUI platform. For those who love challenges, normal mode is where your match results will either increase or decrease your ELO rating. Choose your favorite maps and invite friends to form your team, or let the system match you with suitable teammates and opponents. Jump straight into the action with a balanced and fair matchmaking experience designed for quick games. Pro Mode. Challenge yourself in this competitive mode, either solo or with friends. Set your team preferences, including starting side, CT or T, and strategize with tactical map bans. Custom Mode. You can choose CS2, CSGO, or even CS 1.6. Discover complete freedom of action. Invite players and spectators to join, assign team sides, select a map, and customize the game settings. While you're waiting for a game or taking a break between matches, our fun servers will help you make the most of your time. All of this is available to every platform user. Playing at a high level and ready to compete with the best of the best? On our platform, you'll also find the opportunity to participate in tournaments with prize pools. Tournaments are available for full team confrontations, 5v5, as well as for 2v2 and 1v1. Registration will take place through our client in just a few clicks. And don't forget to install our INUI app for iOS and Android to never miss a match, thanks to push notifications.